Right, got some new gears here. We've got the JVANs in stock. I did try these probably a year and a half ago, and I was quite impressed with them. They were quite a bit more expensive than the SHS, and I did speak to the guy from JVAN about this. I said, well, look, you know, it's not, they're really nice. They're machined really well. You know, it's nice finishing. It's nice quality, nice packaging. But they were quite a bit more expensive, maybe £10 more than the SHS. So I said, well, I have to pass. Sorry. But recently they come down in price. He got back in touch. He said, "Do you want to try some?" So yeah. So I thought I'll try some, and yeah, here we are. Right. So let's start by having a quick look at the SHS gears that I've got here. So these are 18:1, and we're going to be looking at the 18:1s here. So really good gears. I mean, they are super gears, super great gears. They're I don't think the design hasn't changed for a long time, 15 years maybe slightly tweaked, maybe different materials to make it harder. They're a super gear for budget builds. Fantastic. £16.50, you get the gears, you don't get that shim there. And they just work. You put them in on a standard build, they'll just work, they'll be fine, they'll last a long time as long as you don't do anything stupid. Fantastic. They're right. Let's look. Right, let's take the sector gear, because that's really the main differences that you can see on there. You can see where the tappet plate cam. Remember, this is part of the. What am I doing? There we go. There, that part there. This is the part, for those of you who don't know. Most of you will know this, but when the tappet plate, when the gears go round and this hits the tappet plate fin at the back, it will then pull back the nozzle. It will let the BBs in up here. When it goes forward, it will release the air and it will fire the BB. This is as simple as that. It's really not that complicated. So, and when we look at our JVAN version, let me get them right around the right way. You can see, what's that? There we go. Right, so you can see how different the position the cams are in. There we go. You see that? Quite a big difference. And I did notice, I think the gun that I was working on at the time, I think it was a Crytek, and I was having so many problems with the gears and the timings. I did some short stroke on it, and yeah, I was just throwing all sorts of inconsistencies out, and then in the end I popped one of these in, I think, and it sorted it out. It just solved the problem. And so definitely it was a timing plate issue, and you will need to, if you're going to short stroke, you know, you will need to sort of like experiment around, and because it's going to change things considerably. But yeah, I think if you're having problems with a certain build, you're getting inconsistent FPS, and you're getting, perhaps, you know, you're not getting the feeding quite right, it might be worth trying one of these. And bearing in mind now the price has come down to these JVANs, I think they're only 20% more than the SHS. So yeah, definitely worth trying to pick up a set, keep it in there. They come in 9s, 13s, 16s and 18s. I think there's an SR25 one as well. I think they've obviously got other ones in. I think they've got a helical set coming, you know, like the Solinks, but they're going to be 20% cheaper than the Solinks. I mean, that's the thing. Solinks are nice, but they are quite pricey. Whereas these, yeah, they brought them down. They're running a really good price at the moment. So try them out.